A day is made by his grand design. So fill up your cup as you listen in. Wake up in the morning with Shelly on WAPN. On WAPN. On WAPN.
Good Monday morning. How are you this morning? I am great. I have been up since 1:30 this morning. Yep, 1:30 this morning. Something woke me up and I could not go back to sleep. I was praying, I was trying. Nothing worked. So I've been up since 1:30. And then I was cruising on into work early this morning and everybody and their brother was up. And I was like, what is going on? I didn't know maybe if a space shuttle was going. I don't know what I thought, but it was like crazy. So many people on the roads, walking, driving, everything. I was like, wow. And then I pull up and there's somebody offloading stuff in the parking lot across the street. And I was like, what is going on? Well, it's a full moon. I don't know if people everywhere else couldn't sleep and they said, well, let's just get up and go to work, but we are working it. It is Monday. It's going to be a great day. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. It just came and gone so quick. I mean, my goodness, I feel like we just got off work and here it is Monday again. I like it when weekends are busy, but I feel like it was busy, too busy. My granddaughters had volleyball. We went and watched that. That was fun to see them playing volleyball and how much they've improved. And we saw some other grandkids and yesterday did some errands and stuff that needed to be taken care of and tried grocery shopping at a different place. We're trying just to figure out, like, do we buy everything in one store or what do we do? And our original store won. Yep. We're going to stay where we are, go to the other one maybe once a month just to get some stuff that we know are a big price point difference. But our good old faithful store is the one we'll stay at. So, but we had to try it. You know, it never hurts to try something new and, you know, figure your prices and all that. In the grand scheme of things, the few cents we were saving, it just wasn't worth it. So we did that yesterday. And like I said, I was working on the office and getting stuff done and organized and just busy. Love it. And today, Monday, busy. We've got our new show. We've got an interview this morning with Pastor Bobby about the National Day of Prayer, which is this Thursday. I hope y'all are going out to that. And so he'll be talking all things National Day of Prayer. And then we have our new Holly Hill show starting with Miss Becky. And she's going to be interviewing Holly Hill businesses that come to our business luncheon. So if you are part of the business luncheon, you have an opportunity to be interviewed about your business with Miss Becky. And so that starts today. Excited about that. Cleaning up the station, getting my stuff done. I came in, like I said, early, and I have been kicking it in high gear. And then I was looking to see if anybody else had won the contest yet. We are in the middle of a contest. And the neat thing about the contest is there isn't a number of winners. There's a winner, chicken dinner kind of thing. So we want you to drive around town, find the billboard, snap a picture, and send it to us with your t-shirt size, and you're going to get a t-shirt. It's running this week. It's about our new rock show. So we have 2 billboards out in town. We've already had 2 winners, and thank you so much for the winners that have already, Clay and Jeannie, thank you so much for you participating. It was neat because they found the different ones. They didn't find the same one, but we want people to keep taking pictures and sending them to us. I think people got confused and thought since we had the 2 winners, one of each billboard, we were done. We are not done. We want to give away some shirts this week. So go find your billboard. Take that picture. Tag us in it. Trinity and WAPN. Tell us your t-shirt size. We're going to be ordering them at the end of the contest so we can get you a t-shirt about the rock show. Do you listen to the rock show? I would love to know which day of the week you listen. My husband and I mostly listen on Friday and Saturday night just because that particular time we're both together in the vehicle at the same time. And so that's how we listen to it. How do you listen? Where you listen? What's your favorite part? We would love to know about that. That's our when the preaching ends, the Jesus Rock begins, and so that's something fun. We'd love to hear about where, how, and when you listen to it. Also, it is Mother's Day week, and so if you've got Mother's Day stuff going on at your church or around town, send me those flyers, WAPN@WAPN.net, so that we can take care of that. I will be at Calvary Christian Center, blooming. Yep, and they are having a big event. And my daughter does flowers every year there, well, for the last several years, and I go with her. and we flower it up for all kinds of mamas. So we have some great ideas and some stuff that we're going to do for this Sunday. So that's at Calvary Christian Center in the foyer with lots of flowers until we run out. And we run out quick. I mean, we bring a ton. We bring 2, 3, 4 vehicles worth of flowers, and we will run out. So if you need flowers, that's where you'll find us, Mother's Day at Calvary in the foyer. And so that's one of the events that's going on. And I know they have a contest about different giveaways and pictures with your mom and talking about your mom and all that stuff. I am not a big Mother's Day person. I don't have a mom. I don't have a mother-in-law. So I've kind of had a hard time with it. But a few years ago, I started helping Yvonne with the flowers, and that gave me something to do on Mother's Day. So if you've got a mom, you are so blessed. I had a mom. I know I had the best mom ever, but I don't have her now. So my way of spending Mother's Day is giving back to other mothers. So tell me what you're doing. Tell me what's going on in your church. Tell me where you're going to be at. WAPN at WAPN.net. Tell me about your weekend. Tell me about the rock show. Are you trying to win a t-shirt? Go out and find those billboards. What is going on with you? It is May. It is the last month of school for lots of kids. There's graduations going on. They've already started. One of my good friends, Maggie, her daughter graduated this weekend. I love seeing those pictures. So graduations have already started for colleges, and so kids are going to be moving out of dorms and all that craziness, and then all the other graduations. I am a person that only likes the high school graduations and the college graduations. I'm old school. I don't think we should graduate for every single little thing, but I know it happens. So if you're one of those parents participating in one of the graduations, congratulations to you and your family. I know my granddaughters had prom this last weekend. That was pretty cool. They looked so pretty, and the big stretch limo to take them. That was really neat. Seeing those pictures. Can't believe I already have 2 of the 4 granddaughters are in prom. I know. How is that even so? Time just goes. And you know how I am about photos. I'm a big advocate on taking photos, and I'm so blessed. Tim got me the coolest gift, and I just every single day love putting photos up and looking at them, and love remembering. Tim and I go, do you remember where that one was? And we'll go right back to that moment in time where we took that photo, and so blessed with the memories. When I was out of town last weekend, and I think about, I was thousands of miles away, and I could pull up my phone and look at the pictures and remember exactly where I was and what I was doing and the fun we were having. And so take your pictures. You know, people sometimes say, get away from your camera, don't take so many pictures. I've done it both ways, where I have stopped and taken the pictures and been so thankful. And I've done where I've left my phone in my purse and not taken the pictures and very sad after the fact. So I will take the pictures and share them and enjoy them and make awesome memories. I'm very blessed that my grandkids know the rules. Let's take a picture, send it to your parents. I picked you up or whatever. So I've always been that photo person, and I'm very thankful for that. Share your Mother's Day pictures. I would love to see your Mother's Day pictures. Maybe I'm going to do that. Maybe I'll find the picture of my mom and I, our last Mother's Day together, and share that picture. That is something that I used to do, and haven't done that in a while. So if you've got a picture of you and your mama, share it and tag WAPN in it. I would love to see all your mamas, and, you know, love to hear the story about your mom. My mom was a very special lady. Prayer warrior, came in here, loved to sew. My dad would stand there at the sewing machine and wait for his clothes to be done. And I think 1 or 2 of us kids did the same thing. But she loved to go get her nails done. She loved her yogurt. Yes, she did. She loved her yogurt. She loved Dairy Queen ice cream, and she loved it when Tim made her a filet mignon. So my mom was, fun fact about my mom never put gas in her car. My mom never drove on a freeway, and she always made right turns. I know. Try driving and only making right turns. It's very interesting to say, but you know, my mom and dad were married, high school sweethearts, married when my mom was only 17 years old. And so they were one. They were always together and always doing things. So when my dad died, we all thought my mom wasn't sick or anything, but, you know, that would just be such a broken heart. My mom actually lived several years after my dad was gone and made a new identity for herself. And so that was pretty cool. And at the end there, we had where everybody could just come and be with my mom, just for my mom, loving on my mom and showing her that they loved Erlene Lund. And I'll never forget that. I'm so glad that God gave us that opportunity to do that. So I would love to hear a fun fact about your mom, something special, maybe about her nails, or maybe she'd like to swim or ride a bike, or I don't know what she did, but put up a picture of your mom, tag WAPN, tell us something fun about your mom, a fun fact. I think that would be a great thing to do this Mother's Day season. Like I said, I will be flowering it up with my daughter at the Calvary foyer on Mother's Day. I'd love to hear what you're doing. How do you honor your mom? Does your mom live here? Does she live far away? Is she in heaven with my mom? I would love to hear the stories of your mom. I love being a mom. I am a mom of Hope, Yvonne, and my stepson Joshua, and lots of grandkids and borrowed grandkids. And one of my favorite things is just being a mom and participating, showing up, and being part of their lives. And no matter how old they get or what's going on in their lives, I hope that they always include me. It's a very special thing in my life. And I love being Tim's wife. I love being married. I love dating my husband. But being a mom is just something just so special to me. And I'm very thankful that I've got that opportunity in life to be one. And I got to be a mom at a young age. And sometimes people think, well, was it that hard? Actually, we all grew up together. And, the accomplishments that they got to accomplish that I never got to accomplish made me feel like I was accomplishing it with them. And so very thankful. If I wouldn't have been a mom at a young age, I wouldn't have been able to have children. I got sick when I was 22 and was no longer able to have children. So God had a great plan. At the time, did I think it was a great plan? It was a plan, but I just didn't know how it would play out. And now I look back and think, but God, you had the perfect plan in my life. All those years ago, you had it timed out and perfect, because I love being Hope and Yvonne's mom. And then to be a boy mom. I never thought I'd be a boy mom. And so when I met Tim, I got to be a boy mom. So, God is just amazing, just amazing how he always has the details. We are people that pray for a certain thing, or, try for a certain thing, or work hard for a certain thing, but God is in the details, and he's always got it. No matter what it is, big or small or in between, God is in the details. And I just love that. If you stop today and say, how did God do that? How is he in that detail when I didn't even expect that, or I didn't even pray about that, or how did he know the desires of my heart? It is so special when you think about all the things. I could go on and on for hours of the details and the desires of my heart that I would have never, ever, ever thought would work out. But God. He has done some amazing things in my life. The last few years, miracles upon miracles, and I am a signs and wonders kind of girl, and I do believe in miracles, and I believe there's angels among us. And God showed up and showed out many a times in my life and did amazing, wonderful things. And I sometimes think that we just get the miracle or get the wonderful thing and we forget. But as I was thinking this morning, and when I wasn't sleeping and I was thinking all things, I was thinking about every single time I was going through something, or there was a struggle, or there was a whatever. God showed up at the exact moment that I needed it. Not my timing, but his timing. And his timing is the best timing. I'm 11 hour, 59 minute, 59 second kind of girl, and it would always be like that. And then I would giggle and say, but God. What has he done for you? Maybe a long time ago and you put it behind you, or maybe it happened today and you just didn't realize. What miracle has he performed for you today? It could be as easy as getting up today and feeling great. You say, well, how is that a miracle? Because some people aren't getting up today, and some people are getting up with things that don't feel so great. So I'm thankful every day when I get up, and every day that my feet touch the ground and I'm ready to take on the day. I'm thankful I can walk to my car, and I'm thankful I have a job to come to. And I start praising the Lord for all those things. And I love it when God reminds me, as I'm praising for the little things, he's preparing the big things in my life. So as he's preparing the next big thing in my life, I'm going to praise him through all the days of my life. Well, let's get our favor on. Let's get this Monday going, because we got a lot of stuff going on today. A busy, great Monday here. God is working out everything for your good. No matter what does or doesn't happen, just keep on believing. for the favor of God in your life. It is Monday, May 4th, 2026. The weather 77 with a low of 66. Madison 81 with a low of 49. They say this is kind of like a cold front. I guess it kind of is. It has been really windy this weekend. If it's your birthday today, happy birthday, Mr. John Rogers. Very special man here at WAPN, friend of my father's, mover of my semi, and rescue of my daughter. I appreciate John so much, and his wife Renee, and I really appreciate having them as part of my life. Also, Rachel, Kim, and everybody else that's celebrating a birthday, anniversary, whatever you're celebrating, happy. Today is National Self-Employment Day, so all you entrepreneurs, it is your day. You've made it. God's helped you. You've got this. It's going to be a great day. Just be ready for whatever God has planned for today. Remember, send me your Mother's Day events, WAPN at WAPN.net. Tag your mama and tell me something about your mom. Let's share our mom's pictures all week. Let's just flood our Facebook with mama pictures all week. Also, I'm looking for the next person that wants a t-shirt. Go find those billboards. We want to give away t-shirts all week long. So take a picture of that billboard, send us your size, and tag WAPN and Trinity Media so we can get you a t-shirt. And listen to the rock show. When the preaching stops, the Jesus rock begins. Every night, 6 to 7 p.m. Let us know how you listen, where you listen, what you think about it. We'd love to hear. We all have